Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Chip Ganzler, author, motivational blogger, and Fit Pregnancy Magazine's Email Forwarder of the Year for 2011. Well, it's Christmas time and hopefully Santa Claus will be paying a visit to your house soon. You know, being a father is a fulfilling and fascinating thing, and Christmas often tests the bounds of even the most dedicated fathers. I'd like to share a story with you from my new book, Better Off Dad. I want to tell you a story about a man who was far from perfect. He was the management coordinator for a major stationery supplier in Dayton, Ohio. Giovanni, his real name, had a wife and 4 wonderful children. He was a good father, but he was usually busy and rarely spent time at home. On the weekends, he was always trying to get those last few strokes off of his short game. Guys, you know what I'm talking about. One day, amid all the 1288B reorder slips and the shuffling around for the company's year-end recertification with the Ohio Paper Council, Giovanni missed the entire Christmas holiday season with his family. He finally stumbled through the door on January 5th with an armful of paperwork and a can of creamed artichokes his wife wanted. As he started rearranging the food in their cupboard alphabetically, did I mention he had crippling OCD? Well, he did. His wife came to the kitchen with a worried look on her face. "Honey, what's wrong?" he said, noticing her expression. "Oh, Giovanni," she sighed and started crying. What?" he said, panicking. She lifted her head from his arms. "You forgot, didn't you?" she replied. Immediately, he realized his mistake. "Oh, baby, I'm so sorry. It just slipped my mind. I know you're busy with faxing all those records to the corporate archives and the pressure that the upcoming Midwest Stationery Convention, or Mid-Statio-Con, is putting on you must be unbearable," she said. "But the kids missed their gifts and your Santa costume. Roderick was devastated." Giovanni burst into tears. As he was crying, his son Roderick came into the room. "Daddy, what's wrong?" the child asked innocently. Immediately, Giovanni embraced his son. "I love you, sport," he said. "Where were you, and where was Santa?" the boy asked, his lisp prominent. "Well, champ, your dad's been real busy at work, and he just forgot. And Santa..." Knowing he couldn't ruin the magic he saw twinkle in his son's eyes, he quickly pulled his story together. Santa died, Roddy. It was on the news. Santa got shot. They brought him to the hospital, but he didn't make it, pal." "Oh," the boy said, not upset, just puzzled. "But before he died, Santa wanted to know what you wanted most for Christmas, so your mom and I could get it for you. So, Ace, what do you want?" Well, I really want a mustache for Christmas," the boy lisped, with one of his front teeth missing. "Okay, slugger," Giovanni said, hiding his tears. "Whatever you want." Now, Giovanni loved his son, but he couldn't afford a mustache for himself, let alone for his boy. It would take years to buy one. But Giovanni finally realized the teaching that he's learned at a perfect seminar months before. He decided to realign his behavioristics and get a full meta-adjustment of his desire zones. And then it was clear to him. He worked even harder to get a promotion. He invested wisely and he stayed on task. He hatched an elaborate plan of deception with his wife, and they convinced their son that he had dreamed each following day, and then it was still that fateful Christmas. Finally, 5 years to the day, Giovanni came home with a blonde and graying Wilford Brimley in his hands. He crept to the room where his son, now age 15, was asleep. He pulled a toy truck from the sleeping child's grip and happily pasted the mustache on the boy's face. Roddy stirred, then asked his father, half awake through a tuffet of golden gray, "Daddy, did Santa ride the bus to school when he was young?" "He sure did, Tiger. He sure did." For more inspirational tales of family and fatherhood, don't forget to pick up my other book, How to Not Kill Your Baby, available at every Borders bookstore. Till next time, I'm Dr. Chip Ganzler. And remember, love like nobody's watching.